Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here today, the 10th of February of 2021. As you have noticed the thumbnail, the title says Don't Give Up. I will be talking to you a little bit about that. So the video that I'm doing today, I should say tonight, Greek time, is more about conversing or just joining in a conversation. I will be answering a few of your, I suppose we could say, questions, or just sort of, I've been reading through a lot of your comments, and I felt the need. I wasn't going to upload today, but I felt I felt the need to reach out and speak to a lot of you. A lot of you I know enjoy listening to me, having your coffee as I do the cards. Anyway, this is more of a get together or a catch up. Okay, so what is going on in the world? I will be taking some cards, so for those of you that want to view this video for some cards, I'm going to take just very few. I'm going to take a message from the angel answers as well. But first and foremost, what triggered my want to upload today was that a particular person, and she's probably listening now, she quoted that she's had enough of the world. She's given up. She wants to give up whatever it is that she's dealing with, whether it is her environment outside of her home. For a lot of you, you are in difficulty, in a challenge, whether it's in your home, in your family, in your life, at work, whatever it is for you. We know that on a world level, life has been extremely challenging with all the COVID situation since 2020, the beginning of it. And as I've been saying to a lot of people, 2021 is not going to be at all. We won't be able to compare 2020 with any year really in the near future or in the recent past. So therefore, I'm going to say, because this is what I feel that I need to tell you all, because I follow the astrology, I speak to a lot of people, I listen to a lot of what's going on in the world, I speak to many people. So from my knowledge, and I need to trust my intuition and what Spirit is telling me, that where we've reached rock bottom, we're at the stage of being as low as we could possibly be, whether it's, again, personally or in relation to what's going on in the world. We've gone through a lot of hardships, financial. It's been hard to get the truth out of people, the governments, social media, the media. There's been so much that has been quoted or advertised or spoken about, that I feel that it's got more to do with keeping people back, keeping them under that umbrella of fear. And fear is the worst thing that, psychological, it holds people back psychologically. Fear is very much what has been happening for everyone on a very fundamental level, whether it's fear of the unknown, whether it's fear of what the world is coming to, whether it is how am I going to put food on the table for my children next month. We know that the lockdowns have been happening all over the world. Greece has been hit very hard with the lockdowns, the restrictions. I'd love to hear your comments on your country. I do hear some places are totally open. So it's like, if you just imagine it, it's just certain areas at a time that are on lockdown. And Greece has been on lockdown since the beginning of November of 2020. And we've just had some news yesterday, another couple of weeks on a very strict lockdown for Athens, the capital of Greece. And I feel that maybe even the, other cities will follow. But I want to just give you a thumbs up. And I want to give you hope that things are going to change. The astrology says it. A lot of people know it. Many people are too scared to even think that, if, what's going to happen down the track. Oh, there's going to be catastrophe, there's going to be this, there's going to be that. These are the subconscious fears that have been planted within us, in our psyche. It's been happening for months now. So it just, think of it this way. When you hear the same thing over and over again, you start to believe it. And obviously, just like with, the hard disk of the computer, that's our subconscious. When you hear something, or when you believe something, you're told something day in, day out, you start to really believe it. It gets into your core, and it just lives there. So I wanted to say to all of you that we're in the energies now of a new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is transiting through the sign of Taurus, and there are 6 planets in, 6 celestial bodies in the sign of Aquarius. This hasn't happened since 1962, which is nearly 60 years. And Aquarius is all about freedom. Aquarius is humanity. Aquarius is the naysayer. Aquarius needs to have that 2020 vision, and they do. They're very intelligent beings. I call them light beings or aliens, because they have that high intelligence. So there are many layers of Aquarius. Okay, many layers. They're multi-dimensional. Aquarius, if a lot of you have heard the age of Aquarius. We're coming into that very slowly, of course, because the ages change every 2,500 years. Now we're moving towards the age of Aquarius, and this party, I call it, all these celestial bodies in the sign of Aquarius, it's a major gathering of something that will show up, something that is pointing towards the future. I do feel that this get together of all those celestial bodies in Aquarius is the beginning of the change. Uranus is very, very much about change, very much about eccentricity, doing things in a very different way. Uranus is the maverick. Uranus will revolt. And remember that Aquarius is also humanity. Uranus is all about newness. Now, what is important about all these planets in the sign of Aquarius, which in actual fact we've got Mercury retrograding there as well. Saturn, which also rules Aquarius, it's Aquarius's ancient ruler before Uranus was founded, because Uranus is an outer planet, right? So Saturn is quite strong in the sign of Aquarius, but Saturn also deals with traditions. Saturn is the governments. It's the law. It's the boss. It's the person in charge. It's the CEO. It's the general, the army general. It's also very limiting, very much about, Saturn will tap you on the back and say, hey, have you done the work? Have you been doing the right thing? I'm checking up on you. So Saturn is in Aquarius trying to hold back the reins. Aquarius wants to fly. Uranus wants to fly forward, race into the future. And of course, Aquarius is also the internet. But Saturn is sort of trying to hold back on Uranus. Uranus wants to bring something new, something radical, something unexpected. Uranus is also that lightning strike. It's electricity. It's electrical. So it's very shocking. It's very surprising. Why am I speaking about the ruling planet of Aquarius transiting the sign of Taurus? First of all, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio, they're the 4 fixed signs. Fixed signs don't like change. Okay, so Uranus transiting Taurus, which is fixed earth. Taurus stands for the actual earth as well. So that's why we've been having freaky weather. That's why we had a blackout. We had a blackout in Greece. Half of Greece there was no internet and there was no electricity yesterday. Plus everything else that's been going on out there in the world. We've had so many tremors. I'd love to hear your comments on what's been going on in the world, wherever you're living. Any natural catastrophes, freaky weather, explosions. Uranus, when it conjoins with Mars, can be explosions. It could be eruptive, a volcano erupts. Anyway, so why am I mentioning that? Because all those planets in Aquarius, let's say they're here and Taurus is here, we're going to have Saturn and Uranus squaring, 90 degrees angle, very challenging, very difficult. So we've got Saturn, the old traditional, let's say strict, stern boss, uncle, whoever it is for you. Could even be a government official. Aquarius also means liberation, but Aquarius is also, as I said, the governments, people that are in charge. It's, the law. Saturn in Aquarius is, are you abiding by the law? The patriarchal law that we've been governed by for so many years. So this square, this 90 degrees angle, which this is going to happen 3 times this year. So just picture this now. There's, knock on wood, there's a tremor. The earth starts to shake and we've got a building. First tremor, it starts to sort of crack. You see the cracks in the building. So that is the beginning of the end, right? Where that building at some stage is going to come down. Then we have another square. We're going to have another square. And then another. We're going to have three squares. Uranus squaring Saturn this year in 2021. So first shake up, everyone, because it is going to be a shake up, is on the 17th of February. The second will be on the 14th of June, give or take a day depending on where you are in the world. And the third meeting will be one day before Christmas. So you can imagine now a high-rise building that's been shaken at the core, and that's going to happen in a week from now. Now, today is the new moon in Aquarius. Today, tomorrow, for others of you, depending on, again, where you are in the world. The new moon in Aquarius is happening tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world, on the 11th of the month. I'm doing this video on the 10th in the evening at 23 degrees of Aquarius. 23, which on the hour clock is an 11. Aquarius is the 11th house, the 11th natural house in the Zodiac. Interesting, right? A new moon in Aquarius. A new moon which will start to bring hope. Don't forget to make your wishes. Send your wishes out to Spirit because they'll be listening. The skies, the heavens are open on new moons, especially for Aquarius. This is a wild card. The new moon in the year. See what happens in 6 months with that full moon that will be happening in the time of Leo. Full moon in Aquarius, of course, will be in the time of Leo. Nevertheless, I was talking about that building, okay? So something that has not been built on solid ground, just like the Tower card, Uranus comes to shake it up. And what is it shaking? What is Uranus doing in Aquarius? With its square to Saturn. Saturn is the limiting, restricting, karmic lord of, he's also the lord of timing. So therefore, there is going to be a shake-up, as I spoke of, the 17th of this month, just after Valentine's Day. And always we're talking about the exact aspect on the 17th, but things can happen just before, as we're coming up to it. So from now onwards, it's all systems go. Let's see what that's going to show in the world and what is it going to show in our own personal lives. This will be affecting especially the signs that don't like change. Aquarius, right opposite Aquarius is Leo, Scorpio, and right opposite Scorpio is Taurus. The 4 fixed signs, the fixed cross, they're in the spotlight. So I've just seen 3 people getting into a huge argument. I had a Scorpio, I had an Aquarius, and I had a Taurus. Right on point. And just like we've had enough of the lockdowns, we've had enough of not being able to go to work, we've had enough because we can't go to the doctor, we can't do what is normal, natural, and something that shouldn't be challenged ever. We've been held back with living our lives. And it is huge, as I've been saying from the beginning of 2020. History is in the making. But we're on the last curb. Things are going to start changing, everyone. So that is why I'm talking to you today. And I just want to give you a positive outlook on the future. Especially with Jupiter. I mean, Jupiter is racing through Aquarius. Mid-May, it's going to enter the sign of Pisces, which it rules. It's going to station there and it's going to turn retrograde. So the period mid-May until end of July, that's going to be a really good period. And just generally speaking for everyone, Jupiter that will enter Pisces at the end of the year. In 2022, it will be transiting Pisces. It will transit Pisces for the whole year of 2022. We know that Jupiter is all about blessings. It's all about the law. It's justice. It's spirit, especially with Pisces, my God, what a spiritual awakening, what an ascension that will be. So don't give up. Don't give up on hoping. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on connections. Don't give up on your beloved people, the people around you. Don't give up on your goals and your aspirations. And when I say don't give up, of course you've got to use common sense. For instance, if you've been in a love relationship where you've been ghosted for 3 years, I'm not saying to sit around and wait and hope. Live your life. And that's what I tend to tell a lot of people when I answer their comments beneath my videos. You may want to keep that fire burning, that flame burning, but don't stop living your life. Continue with your life. And energetically, that's exactly what happens. When you stop pushing towards something, energetically, you leave space for something to come in. So if, as I've always said, I'm holding a little sparrow here, and I love it so much because it's really pretty and it's so sweet, right? So I try to hold on to it. What's going to happen to that sparrow? It's going to suffocate. That is in relationships, that is in anything that you're dealing with. Just let it go with the flow, open your hand, let the sparrow fly away. It may or may not fly away. And if it flies away, and where it goes and visits, it's not happy, it's going to come back and it will look for you. So I also wanted to thank those of you that have received personal readings from me. And I've just had another client friend message me today telling me that my readings for her have just transpired. A lot of the things that I told her have come true. She knows who she is. Thank you so much, my darling friend. I really do appreciate it. It's always nice to hear that. Timing sometimes can be a little bit off because that's really hard. But just speaking about the general energy, how hard is it to tune into the other person's energy and tell them what's, predict what the cards are saying? Because in the tarot, there are just so many layers. And of course, we're only human, all us tarot readers. Even though I feel that all human beings are divine, well, we've got a few reptiles around. There are quite a few. They've shown themselves recently. But I believe that those who hold that light in their heart and in their soul, they attract the light. They don't attract the darkness. And remember, as I always say, a tiny spark, the Ace of Wands, of light can light up a whole dark room. So there's always hope. We never give up. We keep going. We keep soldiering on, because that is what we were brought here to do. So we need to keep our light on and attract other people that have got their light on. And those that are going through their shadow phase, if we can help, good. If they're open to listening, good. Some people are just not ready to open up to what is the truth. What is their truth? What is the truth of the world, the truth, the godly truth, the divine truth? So this was just a bit of a pep talk, and I hope that it helps many of you out there. Don't forget, you're not alone out there. We're all in this together. There are beautiful things coming around the corner. Even though there's a bit of a shake-up, that tower will be shaken. So that probably on the third shake, it will come all the way down. But we'll start to see, as pieces come off that building, what's been hidden in that building, what's been in the dark. What was that darkness all about? That, what's that word I'm looking for now? That, yeah, that Tower of Babel. It's going to come down. And it's going to make a lot of noise. Anyway. So thank you for listening to me. Let's take a couple of cards and see how the energies are playing out on this new moon, just before the new moon in Aquarius, everyone. Humanity is ascending, everyone. Remember that just before the ascension, just like that Ten of Swords, it's as dark as it could possibly get. But the dawn is showing up in the background. So, calling on Spirit, please Spirit, Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel, the keepers of the gates to the universe, the warriors, those who like to keep the peace. They will go to war to keep the peace. And when I say war, even having an opinion, even that is a war against the darkness. Anyway, so please, archangels, what's going on with this new moon? New moon in Aquarius. I'd like to state also that look out for the 25th of February. That's going to be a bit of a shake-up as well. And on the 29th, sorry, on the 27th, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Virgo. Those of you that are Virgo out there should be receiving your wish until then. The wish that you made on your birthday last year, August, September. Expect a wish fulfillment. Expect something beautiful to come through. And oh, I forgot to say it. We've got Venus and Jupiter kissing in Aquarius, everyone. Wow. I wonder what that's going to bring. It's abundance. It is surely abundance. And Venus can be money, it can be love. Jupiter will expand. And it's also about fairness and justice. So, wow. Expect good news, everyone. Expect good news on in some area of your life. All right. Okay, archangels. What are the energies today, the 10th, going on to the 11th in Australia? They're already there. It's the 11th of the month. So let's see what's going on. What are the messages? Success and growth, 8 of Wands, good messages coming through. It could also mean that the skies may open. The skies, it's 8 of Wands, it means flight travel. We know that flight travel has been really hard. This is the energies picking up. Remember, Aquarius is air, and air means communication. It does rule the skies. Uranus is the sky. So obviously Aquarius rules flight travel. Even though Sagittarius, the 9th house, is more about long distance, but Aquarius is the skies, so it rules the airlines. Clarity of belief. Ace of Swords, everyone. Beautiful. We've got a butterfly that's emerged. Obviously, we've been going through a very difficult, long death. 4 of Pentacles, open up. Well, someone's going to open up. We've got the Ace of Swords here. 4 of Pentacles is the Miser card, remember. It's also someone holding on to something so tightly. Remember what I spoke about, that sparrow. That sparrow needs to be able to breathe oxygen. You get what I mean? Observe, we've got the Hanging Man here. Looks like we're going to see something. We're going to be seeing something. Something to do with a hold-up. Something to do with sacrifices. Something to do with being stuck. We've got 2 cards of being stuck. Remember that Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is, it's got to do with deception. It does speak of spirituality as well, but it's got to do with deception, things that have been hidden. Pisces is the 12th house. So remember that Pisces, the motto of Pisces is we are all one. Spiritually, we're all connected. We are all one. And that's the thing that we need to know in this world. We are all one. And we all need to ascend all together. 9 of Cups, dreams coming true. There's the universe in the palm of his hands. This is a wish fulfillment after a hold-up, after trying to stay and believe in something that we wanted to manifest. Even though there was a hold-up, limiting energies, we've sacrificed a lot, we needed to believe. Here is the wish fulfillment. And we've got success and growth here. 8, 9, 13, and 3 is 16, and 9 is 25, equals a 7, which is the Chariot. Beautiful. What's at the bottom of the deck? I knew that. So I just shuffled. I always do before I go on cam, and I thought, okay, let me just give a shuffle, prepare the cards. Okay, let's take a couple of cards and see what shows up. That was the first card that showed up for me. I had another couple more good cards. And I thought, oh, wow, okay. Just what I was thinking, that people need to trust that there's going to be a new cycle that begins, everyone. It says trust. 2 of Cups coming together. Soulmate connection coming together. Someone's willing to take a risk to bring in balance, harmony. This is not only romantic love. This is soulmates. These could be brother, sister, best friends. Remember, Aquarius is all about friendships as well. So you could be having a best friend entering your life, maybe one that's been missing or that you've lost touch with many years. Mercury is retrograding, right? In Aquarius. You need to trust. You need to trust that we're coming into balance. All that imbalance is going to be taken away. All the sacrifices that we've done, we will receive for those. We are waiting on what we need to receive. What we've done for the world, what we've done for others, it's time for us to receive. And of course, it could be on a good level. Those who have done good will receive good. Those who have done bad will receive their karma. Let's take a couple of angel answers. Please ask your questions. You can pause the video if you need to. Ask a question. See if the cards, if Spirit could answer your question. Remember that Pisces is unconditional love. So we've got air, we've got fire, we've got earth, and we've got water. We've got all the elements here. And I just wanted to mention that all that information about COVID, right? COVID-19 with the Pisces card, which can speak of illness. We're going to be seeing a lot of things happening in that area. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Having wished upon a star. That hold up is up. We're starting a new cycle. People will be happy. People will be coming together joyously. Do not give up on your dreams. We keep soldiering on. So, Spirit, if you could answer the questions, please. as well as possible for the people that are listening. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I will take 3 cards. And we've got Aries here, I wanted to say as well. Aries is important. So first card, we have it's up to you. Second card, the situation will improve. Third card, in the near future, everyone. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's read. So it's up to you. It's up to you and it's up to me. It's not just up to you, it's up to all of us to lift our spirits up. Keep that light in our hearts and in our souls. Okay, I've got, here it is. The end result of the situation you asked about is entirely in your hands. You can affect the outcome by taking a proactive approach to solving any challenges. Stand in your own power and have confidence that you have what it takes to bring about a happy ending. Don't wait for someone else to rush in and take charge. In order to come to a successful conclusion, this situation requires your unique perspective and experience. Let's read the situation will improve. And the situation will improve means that we are ascending. It does take time, just like it takes time to bring down that huge tower that was not. It was a tower of solitude, darkness, and control. Your angels want you to know that they are aware that things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you. But the effort you put forth will be worth it and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what I said. On wounded friendships or ailing relationships, there is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work towards a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. And in the near future, what you are asking about will occur very soon, so you won't have to wait much longer. Stay optimistic and continue upon your current path. Be open to receiving. And Jupiter will surely give. He will surely give very generously. One thing I wanted to mention before I finish this reading is, dear Aquarius, all of you out there that are born under the sun sign of Aquarius, rising Aquarius, I suppose too, why not? Humanity is waiting for you. You need to rebel. You need to speak up. We all need to take action, but we need the intelligence, the ingenious brain of Aquarius, because they're very open-minded, they're very heavenly, they're very godly, and they're all about the truth as well. As hard as the truth may be, Aquarius will tell you the truth. It may cut, it may hurt, but Aquarius will speak the truth. And that is exactly what we need, the truth. All right, so everyone, I will leave it there. Thank you so much. Don't give up. Trust in the divine plan, as I always say. The hold-up is practically finito, gone. Get ready. Get ready for fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I will leave you with that. I want to send you lots of blessings, much love, much healing, and send you much hope. Keep that flame alive. Keep your lights on. Ta-da, everyone. Talk to you soon. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here always. Ta-da.